uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
Once again, you're tuned in to World Combat Sports. Hey, what it do, people? Good morning. It's Monday, the open end to the first half of the week. You know what I'm saying? To get it started. People on the road right now headed in to get it in. Punch the clock. Working from home. However, whatever you got popping. This is kind of different. This is off the track of my genre of speaking. I use this about combat sports, of course, but every now and then it's good to like change lanes a bit. You know what I'm saying? And talk on a collateral general topic such as this, because this is going viral, man. It's already viral. It's not going viral. It is viral. Unfortunately, it deals with my people. You know what I'm saying? People always say, you always refer my people, because when I was growing up, I consider myself black. I don't get into all the African American and all this other shit. I'm black. My people, black people. They just had the Oscars, right? And this is a big deal. It is a big deal to receive an award of that magnitude. It is absolutely a commendable award to receive for all your work, your hard work going unnoticed, and people rewarding you for it. You know what I'm saying? They're rewarding you for your hard work in Hollywood. You feel me? So it's been some moments in these, on these televised shows that has resonated with people the right way and the wrong way. This particular case involves two people we know very, very distinctively. We know Will Smith. You're talking about artist, actor, husband, father, all that good stuff. And Chris Rock, actor, comedian, father, husband. What they have in common is they both black. They both prominent celebrities in the business. So when it comes down to us assessing, I really want to get y'all feedback on what you think about this situation. And I'm talking about feedback. And, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I really want to hear what your thoughts are, because everybody's reaction to this action is going to be different. It's just the way it is. Humanistically, man, people respond to shit differently. So I'm going to play the clip. I want y'all to just receive the audible, assess it without emotions. I'm going to play it again. And I want you to, kind of give me your thoughts on who you think was right or wrong in this situation. It's only one person, in my opinion, that was entirely wrong. Because Chris Rock, this is what he does. He does this shit. He does improv. He does this. He hosts. That's why he's back. That's what he does. This is nothing new. This is nothing new to the ears, the eyes, and to the award ceremony itself. This is not new. They used to seeing Chris Rock up there. But for Will Smith to go up there and slap the man based off a comment that was directed at Jada, connected with a haircut. He was linking up the haircuts to a movie of G.I. Jane. And she has a very low haircut right now, which it just comes into play like that's what Chris Rock does. He's a comedian. You should have known there was going to be jokes. Jada's there with low haircut. Chris Rock sent the joke. Will Smith laughed about it. Whether it was one of those cynical laughs or whatever, or was it a under the influence type of laugh? Because he was laughing. You know what I'm saying? He laughed at the joke. And then all of a sudden, he stood up, and he made himself up to the hosting area, live television, live broadcast to millions upon millions of people. He walks up there and he sucker slaps Chris Rock. Chris Rock wasn't prepared for that. He just felt that Will Smith was coming up there maybe to get on the mic, maybe to say something slick in response to what the G.I. Jane comment was. You know how it goes. He just came up there. Chris Rock was unprepared for what he got. As you see in the picture, Chris Rock didn't know he was about to get slapped. You know what I'm saying? But Weird Smith came up there and slapped him. Now, if it could have been any other fucking platform, not the Oscars, bro. Because wasn't there a time when blacks was protesting that shit? Wasn't there a point in time that we was protesting to actually be a part of that? And now to have two prominent faces in front of all those millions of viewers, even though it probably only enhanced or influxed the viewership of the Oscars, it still gave us a bad look as black people, my people. It still gave us a bad look because we have two individuals, especially Will Smith, that's been in the game for quite some time and can't control their impulsiveness. You can't control your motherfucking actions, dog. You're there, you're dressed, it's a formal event. This is huge. Not too many people on YouTube can say they went to the Oscars. But you get up there, you've traveled these roads before. You understand, you've been in Hollywood for quite some time, man. This is way past what you used to do back in the day, man. This is way past that. Will Smith. And he slaps another black man that most people consider innocuous. They don't see any type of damn aggressiveness, any danger in Chris Rock. He's just a mouthpiece, a comedian, an actor. And he's used to doing improv. Improv is not easy. But I don't think he was disrespectful with Jada. I think, what he said was a part of who he is and what his employment is and how he's made his living in this life. But Will Smith is Weird Smith, man. Let me play this clip and then I'm going to get to the chats. I'm going to get to the chats right quick. Mr. Pass on deck. Salute to you. First in the building. King Mitch on deck, man. I see you, bro. What's good? Pete Davenport. What's good, Pete? Let me play this clip right quick so y'all can kind of, I'm not saying y'all are not on track because most of the people probably seeing clip after clip after clip. But, it was tough trying to find the clip that they didn't mute it because over here in the U.S. they muted the response that Will Smith gave Chris Rock. So check this out.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Nick Mike's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here.
So you see it for yourself, but I have to play this a second time just to process, everything that took place. You know what I'm saying? The entire comment, the delivery was very smooth. I didn't put too much emphasis in the delivery of the joke. That's what Chris Rock does. You know what I'm saying? Delivery was still classy in my opinion. It really had nothing to do with the depths for which Chris Rock could have taken it. We have August. He could have brought up the situation with that. That would have been nasty. That would have gathered the people to say, you know what, Chris Rock, you deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's dealing with infidelity. That's dealing with a much deeper underlying personal issue with this family. But he just kept it simple. He talked about her having a low haircut, this, that, and the other. And let's watch it one more time.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Dick Mike's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Oh man, I just need to digest that. Oh, that shit made us look so bad, man. Will seemed to be on cocaine or something. I ain't putting no allegedly on nothing. Will must have been on some influence of motherfucking ayahuasca psychedelics. Motherfucker had some shit. The pure shit from the rainforest. This somebody let this motherfucker out too early. He was still in that motherfucker. He seemed like he was under influence. Jada kind of rolled her eyes and gave her snide reaction to it because it was directly at her. He said he can't wait for G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane wasn't this movie that was something that the American people frowned upon, that made women look bad, put women in a different light. It wasn't about prostitutes or somebody being sexually assaulted or murdered. It was about a woman joining the army, and she had to prove herself. She shaved her head, and she ended up doing just that. She ended up being G.I. Jane. GIs was considered an alias, a name for military service members back in the day. Oh, you a GI? You a GI? You a GI? You know what I'm saying? And that's where it came from. For her to have a low haircut, come to find out, Jada has this hair deficiency going on right now where, she's losing her hair. I'm not sure exactly what it is because them individuals in the Smith family got a lot of shit going on. But she has something that's going on where she's lost her hair or whatever, so she just shaved it down. The good thing about Jada, she can wear a low haircut. I still like to set it off, Jada. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to set it off, Jada. I like the damn even way back in the day. I forgot the movie. Damn, that was around my time too. School Days, was it School Days? I'm just looking at this entire thing like, Jada and Will have had some situations that's bigger than YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than YouTube in a sense where we're not totally unfamiliar with what's been going on in Hollywood like this, but their situation is way bigger than anything on YouTube. It's way bigger than most media outlets because the shit was public. the infidelity, what happened with Jaden. I mean, the only one that I feel that has did pretty decent is the older son. You know, Willow went through her shit. Jaden went through his shit, and then between Will and Jada, they went through a tumultuous type time with a damn public affair with a younger guy, in which they brought up this. Look, they brought up this $3 word, entanglement. Entanglement. They put out a new word to attach to a relationship that probably even caused more people to lose their freaking man of their man or wife, wife or husband or whatever. Entanglement. Because motherfuckers started using that shit like it was a joke. Entanglement. Jada was in an entanglement. And then they try to come out and say it was no infidelity in the marriage. So this might have played a huge role with Will Smith and everything that's been going on with the spotlight zooming in on him and people putting scrutiny on him. This is where they might be in life. I can't imagine. It's not fucked up. That shit is fucked up, dog. Hollywood pretty much shredded the shit out that family. Hollywood, the industry, shredded the shit out of Smith family. For real. Let me get to some of these chats. Mr. Paz, he came in the door, kicked that bitch open, and he goddamn unloaded. He was already unhosted coming through this bitch. Salute WCS. He was 100% in the wrong here. If it was real, but I've seen a lot of people say it was fake. He should have slapped the August dude who was piping his wife. Also, he could have confronted Chris after the show and dealt with it there rather than in front of a ton of people again. That woman is creating a lot of problems for Will. That's who he married, though, Mr. Paz. You know what I'm saying? That's who he married. If somebody's creating problems and you've already been in the media for all the wrong reasons, it's this word called divorce. Divorce, man. Get a divorce, goddammit. Apparently, she has alopecia and autoimmune disease that make you lose a lot of hair. So it's not a choice for her to be bald. Okay. I mean, I get it. Appreciate the info though. I get it, but it's not a huge amount of sympathy. It's people losing hair all the time. I'm trying to just keep it on the joke, the delivery, because that was something that wasn't disclosed to after the show. People didn't start finding out she had alopecia before this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? No one knew that. They just felt that that's not the first time Jada had her hair low like that. You know how them people start shaving off. Willow shaved off her hair at one time. You know what I'm saying? Jaden shaved off his hair at one time. You really don't know with them over there. But I get what you're saying, though. Mr. Paz, it's her voice. However, why assume Chris knew she had alopecia? Yeah, we can't assume that. We can't assume because that really didn't come out to after the show. I said he was 100% in the wrong. Jada, shout out to Knockout Boxing 86 TV on deck. Jada Pinkett was diagnosed the hair loss disease, alopecia. Chris Rock been saying slick shit about her for years. Will Smith is a man defending his wife. Nothing more, nothing less. People defending their wives, I get it. You want to defend your wife for non-physical energy, and you're going to pay an ultimate price. I mean, you don't have to pay that ultimate price because you're defending your girl for non-physical energy. Sometimes words can hit you just the same as if somebody's striking you in the face with your hand, with their hand. It can't go down that way. But listen, we have to also recognize that Chris Rock, this is what he does. This is his set. Why do you think he is the one hosting? This is what Chris Rock does. He's a familiar face, familiar voice, and he's put in his work. He's earned that. So if he was saying slick shit about Jada, listen, this ain't the only. I guarantee you he wouldn't have did Chris Harvey like that. I mean, Steve Harvey. He wouldn't have slapped Steve Harvey in the face like that. He wouldn't have slapped Cedric the Entertainer. He wouldn't have slapped DL Hughley. He wouldn't have slapped any other big time comedian in the face like that. Why do it on national TV, man? Like all because of a G.I. Jane. You know, your wife came there for all everyone is bringing up alopecia. Okay, you're gonna make this about alopecia and not make it about the slap. No, we're gonna keep it on the slap. We're gonna keep it on the slap because professionally, Chris Rock didn't respond because two black men fighting on stage, the Oscars would have banned us forever. It would have took us damn near a decade to get back in. But not only did he slap the man, he slapped the man in front of his family. Chris Rock has family too. So Will Smith went and slapped another black man in front of his family, all because of something he does. He's a professional comedian. He's a legend. And you're going to go up there and all of a sudden take this time to make it about yourself and slap the man on live television. All because he made a G.I. Jane joke. Man, come on, it's very, very petty. Sticking up for your wife, I mean, it seems like you're trying to get some recovery. Now, obviously, it's exactly what I'm saying. I think he was under influence because, you know, when I checked the other shit, all the other damn videos, he's up there crying and shit. Denzel trying to console him. And then you have this person. Obviously, Will Smith was on some shit. You can tell it in his eyes when somebody take you to that type of barometer and you explode like that. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. This dude was upset. That was brewing. Whatever he had internally, it was combustible. If it filtered out, and he didn't care where he was. He didn't care where he was. Like someone else said in a live chat, he could have very well waited till after the show and talked to Chris Rock about this. Because we always talk about black this, black that, but impulsively, we grandstand on one another on certain things that could be spoken on. Man to man, man to woman, however you want to. We can talk to one another. We have the ability. You're talking about sound mind and body. We have the ability to speak on certain things. But to go out there and put your hands on somebody on live broadcast, and also you and him are in the same business. In my thought process, I felt that it was absolutely out of place. I felt that he was out of place for doing that shit. Will Smith wouldn't have slapped 50 Cent like LL Cool J. Hey, he wouldn't have slapped David Chappelle either. He wouldn't have slapped David Chappelle either. And we know how David Chappelle get down. You wouldn't have put hands on David Chappelle without him responding. Dumbass shit was staged. No, I don't think so, bro. That shit wasn't staged, man. You can look at how he walked up and slapped him. Chris Rock did not have any prior indication. No way for him to psychologically prepare. He's still in calm mode. He's on professional mode. He's in, oh, I just made a joke and Will Smith's coming up here. He's laughing it off. And then Will Smith on some sucker shit goddamn slaps him when he wasn't looking. You can tell by Will Smith's mannerisms and everything else that wasn't fake because of the way he sucker punched him. It was a slap, but I'm just saying. You can tell his mannerisms and everything else, man. That shit wasn't staged. Fuck all that. Chris Rock didn't know he was about to get slapped in the face. Renner Porter. Yeah, you talking about the white guy who tried to kiss him. Will slapped him like, you know, his wrist was broken. Slap, boy. Stop, boy. He gave him that. Stop, boy. He gave him that type of damn falsetto. Stop, boy. There was also a video of Denzel, I believe, talking to Will during the commercial break, and Will was crying. Man, Will got a lot of shit on his mind. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have slapped any other brother that was in the business and do that shit. Yeah, Mr. Paz, it was Denzel and Tyler Perry. Yeah, WCS, I was saying for the sake of content, nothing else. Okay, for sure. I mean, we just having a conversation, bro. It's all good there, Paz. WCS, do you think this made it much worse for Jada now? Because now people know the Will soft spot, so people are gonna make a lot of jokes about her now. Listen, and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett will both have both gone viral for the wrong reason. They have gone viral for the wrong reason. Now, the good thing about Jada, she's still getting work. This is not going to affect her as far as getting work. And since it was Chris Rock who he slapped, Will Smith is not going to stop. They're not going to halt him from getting work. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to halt him from getting awards. It's been people that do much worse shit that's not banned for life. But since he slapped Chris Rock, I don't know the level of prestige for which they have Chris Rock in that type of industry. What I mean is, let's put it, for instance, the Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey type deal. Monique has been blacklisted, to work in black films because you have two people that has a lot of influence on that, right? So you take Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry type of blacklisting. That's different. So what I'm trying to say is Chris Rock doesn't have the Oprah Winfrey or the Tyler Perry type shit in a sense when it comes to the movie industry. If Will Smith would have went up there and slapped Tyler Perry, Tyler, of course, probably would have went into Madea mode and start, playing to the crowd like he Madea and all this other bullshit. And but Will Smith potentially would have had some type of repercussions coming down the pipe, because you're looking at who Tyler Perry is, how much of a factor he is in the movie industry right now, the LGBT community that fucks with Tyler Perry heavy, all that shit. They would have came up with 100,000 different ways to say why Will Smith slapped Tyler Perry. But in the sequence of Chris Rock just being a comedian, a host, and all that, Will Smith he's gonna get blasted by the public perception. They're gonna goddamn vilify the fuck out of Chris Rock. They're gonna burn this. I mean, not Chris Rock, Will Smith. They're gonna vilify the shit out of Will Smith and Jada. They're gonna vilify the shit out of both of them for a point. More so Will, but they're gonna go with Jada too, bro. What if Jada would have walked up there, right? So what if Jada would have walked up there and we have the same sequence, Jada walking on stage and she slapping Chris Rock? Now it would have been not such a big deal. Why do I say that? Because the joke was directed at Jada Pinkett Smith. The joke was, directed at her. She went up there and she slapped Chris Rock. And they, the crowd would say, "Ooh, Jada stood up for herself. Chris Rock had it coming and he fucked with the wrong woman, boo boo, and this, that, and the other shit." You know what I'm saying? People would have looked at it a bit different, right? But the fact on how Will Smith did it, and being the fact that he's a man, you know what I'm saying? People tie that in differently than if Jada would have walked up there and slapped Chris Rock. They tie it in differently when it comes to the punishment value. Like they're not going to look at Jada's hand as too much of damage, delivered to Chris Rock. They say, "Oh, she slapped him, this, that, and the other." People would have went up here and started making jokes. Chris Rock got slapped by Jada Pinkett because he was cracking jokes on her, this, that, and the other. But Will Smith went up there and did that shit because Jada would have came back and sat down and smiled. But when Will Smith returned from slapping Chris Rock and sat down, and he went into a tirade, a tantrum the way he did, he just took it to a whole nother level. It made us look bad. Mr. TKO on deck, man. I see you. What's good with it, Square? Top of the morning to you, Square. Will was on the one, and his chill mode button broke last night. Shout out World Combat Sports. Appreciate it. Their TKO on deck, man. Man, you know what? I look at it like they laughed at the joke, bro. They laughed at the joke. Both Will and Jada laughed, and then all of a sudden something cracked. It might have been a loose bolt in there, and then he laughed, and he grinned too hard, and that shit just fell off. And he snapped. Oh shit. What the fuck? Got up, walking over there like he saw Fred in I Am Legend. Fred, what you doing out here, Fred? Will Smith got up and walked over to Chris Rock like he was Fred. He was delirious as shit. All he heard was goddamn the joke, and then all of a sudden, boom, that nut. It was damn near all the way off. Boom, that shit dropped. Will Smith got up and went over there and slapped Chris Rock. Sucker shit he did. That's just sucker shit, bro. For the level of notoriety, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about celebrity status. You're in the room with the Denzels, the Tyler Perrys, and all them other actors and actresses. And you go over there as black men and you send the show through the roof for the wrong reasons. Yeah, people are going to be talking about this shit going viral and all this other shit. But the Smith family is really going to take some damn flack for this. They're really going to receive some backlash because that's what Will should get. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Now I'll just save that. I'll just save it. Yeah, that wasn't staged. We're not going to give Will that excuse. That wasn't staged at all. Do you think Chris Rock should sue the Oscars and Will, or to put it different, would you have sued Will and the Oscars? Now, that's a good question. Now it comes into the legality aspect of it. Will you take legal action against what Will Smith did for pain and suffering and embarrassment and everything else that goes along with the paperwork? Dealing with black people, my people, right? Some shit like that happens. And let's just say you're not understanding why Will Smith slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock or slap me. You know what I'm saying? You're not understanding, but it was malicious. You have to take in consideration that you have a platform. You're hosting. You are the one in front of the camera. If you sue the Oscars, you're no longer going to have that position. And we all know that Chris Rock is at that place in his age, just like I am. So that is an incredible hosting job to have. And I'm pretty sure they pay Chris Rock very, very well, right? Two, when it comes to my people in this situation, right? There's so many different variables on who you're dealing with to say whether he should file legal paperwork. Because the strange part about it is if you turn the page and say, you know what, I want to file legal paperwork on this. I want to sue. I'm going to take action on this. It'll be a lot of black people. And this is just my opinion. It'll be a lot of black people saying, oh man, you're a pussy, man. He just slapped you. He didn't sucker punch you. You filing paperwork on that man. You made a joke about his wife, man. That's snitch ass shit right there. Oh man, you soft. This, that, and the other. And you have some people to stop supporting Chris Rock. I'm just telling you how it is. You can't convince me any different that's going to be one half of how people would think if Chris Rock filed paperwork on Will Smith. You have people just not on board with that shit. Then on the other side of it, you have to say, okay, he filed paperwork on Will, and it comes out that Chris Rock is suing Will Smith for the slap. Now you're looking at something that's being handled out of court. It's going to break the headlines and everything. You know, TMZ and all these other people are going to talk about it. Oh, Chris Rock, he should sue Will Smith. You know, He didn't make a joke about him. He made a joke about his freaking wife. So Will took it upon himself. You know how many people are in jail? You know how many of my people in jail because somebody made a comment about their girl? It wasn't even their wife. You know what I'm saying? It might have been their girl, their baby mama, and they overreacted and took that person's life. All from the bitch word. You know what I'm saying? And then you extend it from the bitch word to the bitch ass nigga word. You know what I'm saying? And then you could take from the bitch to the bitch ass hoe. You know, some to that manner. You got cats sitting in incarceration for non-physical shit. I'm talking about initially when it all starts. It starts with some verbal and then it turns physical. If he files legal paperwork on Will, it'll come out in the media a little bit. They'll talk about it. But they might settle this shit out of court. It's all about Chris Rock. That's his circle. That ain't my circle. That's Chris Rock's circle. People who sit up here and say, oh, Chris Rock, you dry snitching. You snitching on Will. No, it ain't snitching when the shit played out on television. It's not snitching. Are you taking money out his? No, Will took money out his family's pocket. You have a 2-parent income household. Both of you are making money acting. Both of you. So you're not starving for money. You're very well off. But what has to happen is Will Smith, look, and the listening audience, Will Smith has to understand that he went up there and apologized to people, everybody except Chris Rock. So what I'm saying is, was it something predetermined by Will Smith that he knew about, that Chris Rock may have knew about, and Will might have thought that Chris Rock wouldn't joke about it, and he went up there and did it. You know, did Chris Rock know about any alopecia? Did he know about anything else? Did him and Will Smith have a conversation in the back, and Chris Rock still went on stage and talked about Jada's hair? I don't know, but I'm not willing to give Will Smith excuses for what he did. I'm just saying is if he files paperwork on Will, a lot of people are gonna look at that as being soft because you're a comedian and you know you made a comment about his wife. But on the backside of it, him filing paperwork, it's not gonna banish him from hosting the Oscars. Will Smith can't get Chris Rock banned like they did Monique. You know what I'm saying? And Kanye and shit. We can't do that because they feel like he was within character. Chris Rock was in character when he did that shit. Can't blacklist Will though. Look, I don't know what the people think about Will Smith, but Will was sitting near the front. And you know, we're not talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith. We're talking about Will Smith, who's been in several movies, and he's a big deal. You know, he did an Ali movie. Man, he's a big fucking deal, dog. For him to be banished after receiving an award, I don't think it's gonna happen. Blacklist, I doubt it. Honestly, Will should have slapped a few motherfuckers by now. He should have, Mitch. He should have slapped August. You know what I'm saying? For one, what he do? What you do? Slap him in private? Like you did that reporter was trying to kiss you and shit. You slapped him with the bent, flexible wrist. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. We didn't never hear about August being slapped, and pictures was out with him with your wife. And we didn't see you pulling up on the scene like it was cheaters. We didn't see none of that shit. All that training you got for the Ali movie, we didn't see none of that. But I would say, you know, I kind of broke down the slap. It was the way he did it was meant for him not to make his target aware that he was about to strike him. But Will Smith did keep his eyes on Chris Rock when he slapped him. As small as that is, that's very big when you're in combat sports. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and kept his eyes on him. in case Chris Rock was going to respond, Will could be able to, you know, counter that shot. Real talk. Look at it. Look at it. Will Smith has slapped Chris Rock, and his eyes are still on it. Look at the face of Chris Rock. He felt it. You know what I'm saying? He felt it. But I got to give it up to the OG Chris Rock. He handled that shit very, very well, dog. Because if Chris Rock would have unbuttoned his jacket, his blazer, and him and Will Smith start fighting on stage, oh my God, dog. Oh man, it would have been absolutely an eclipse. It would have been a Hollywood eclipse when it comes to black people. It would have been the worst that could ever happen at this moment. We damn near, 1 year removed, 1 year plus removed from the pandemic. We got gas prices. Look, black people been chilling. We've been trying to stay out the spotlight. We got Ukraine and Russia going at it. We've been trying to just chill, dog. And then all of a sudden, it's not even completed the third month. And this is after the Devin Haney Cambosis damn contract came out. We kicked goddamn Chris Rock and Will Smith fighting on stage. That's not what we need, people. Honestly, let me see. I disagree. Angry black woman narrative. If Jada slapped him, I wouldn't consider her an angry black woman, but that narrative is out there. But you have to understand, the angry black woman narrative is inside and outside the household type of insinuation. That's what that is. If Jada would have went up there in response to what Chris Rock said about her and slapped him, people wouldn't have looked at it as being a deleterious, derogatory comment that had the stinging effect. You know what I'm saying? That's going to stop her and put her in depression and send her to a psych ward. You know what I'm saying? She would have went up there and slapped him. It would have been like, yeah, Chris Rock had it coming. That's what it been. Chris Rock had it coming. He talked about it here. He had it coming. He had it coming. They wouldn't have looked at her as this big, powerful entity. You know what I'm saying? Just like Will. They felt like Will going up there and slapping that man was man versus man. And he gave the impression that he was just walking up there possibly to give comments, a rebuttal. And he went up there and struck the man. That's not cool, man. That's not fucking cool, dog. If Jada would have went up there and slapped him, they would have like, oh man, she showed Chris Rock this, that, and the other. And then Chris would have busted another joke. Well, you know what I'm saying? He would have went back at her and Jada would have went and sat down. And then if he would have kept on going in on her, maybe Will Smith would have came up there, or someone from the Oscars would have said, okay, Chris, chill. This is going too far. Just chill. Just let it ride, bro. They're on the front row. You know how comedians tear up motherfuckers sitting on the front row. That's one thing I learned a long time ago. When I go to a comedy show, I'm blending in with the damn audience. I'm not on the front row. Fuck all that. W says, would you say you lost a lot of respect for Will Smith because of this? Once again, it's my people. I think it was some sucker shit that Will Smith did, losing a lot of respect. I don't go around respecting Will like that. Like my mornings and evenings doesn't consist of how much respect I have for Will Smith. As an actor, I do have, some favorite Will Smith movies that I like. Real talk. But as far as him slapping Chris Rock, in defense of what was said about his wife, like I said, I think it was a sucker ass move. I think it was a bitch ass move. I think it's something that with all those people there, you could have spoke to this man off scene. Off scene. When the motherfucking camera's powered down and the shit wasn't hot anymore, he would say, Jada, I'm going to Hollywood Rock right quick. Just chill. I'm good. I'm going to Hollywood Rock right quick. Boom. Go over there, Hollywood Rock, talk that shit out, or even get close and personal. say, you know what, I would suggest you don't ever do some shit like that again to us, bro. You understand what's in the media about what we got going on. Our family's not entirely healthy right now. I'm just asking you, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Do you understand that, Rock? We good? That's all it is. Are we good? I would have respected him more for that shit, not going out there then slapping the man on live broadcast. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna be petty and say I hate Will Smith for doing that shit. Because look, why am I hate a man for something I possibly would have did? I'm gonna be honest. Sometime in the moment, this is live in front of millions, and I might have some deeper shit going on that on the exterior level, everybody's poker face is different. So I might have went up there and did the same fucking thing Will did. My shit might have been closed hand. Mr. TKO said, if you notice, Jada face went from laughing to a frown, and I believe Will saw that and snapped. Yeah. Jada does have that look, don't she? Jada does have that look. I don't know if Will was looking at Jada with her reaction. Possibly he used his peripheral because the cameras was on him. The cameras was on him, dog. And people talking about how Jada has control over Will. Y'all have to understand, right? At one point in time in your life, whether it's your baby's moms, your moms, a woman's influence on a man, it's going to happen. But it's all about what that influence is. How much of an influence does a woman have upon you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that just goes without saying. I'm not going to get Dr. Phil on a motherfucker, but I'm just saying, like, you have mama's boys, and then you have kids who grew up with the mother. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different type of men we talking about. My mama raised me. My mama raised me. And then you hear the one say, oh, I was a mama's boy. I was a mama's boy. I think those two different type of men. If that was another race of people, Will would have slapped. He could have been tackled and arrested. Definitely would have returned to the seat and received that award afterwards. Listen. If Will Smith would have slapped somebody of importance, right? That was white. Now we talking about a whole nother level of banishment. We talking about a whole another level of criticism, especially from the mass media. Man, they would have turned this into a race thing with Will Smith. They would have said he should never be allowed to attend another Oscars. These people don't know how to act in public. These people take things personal. It would have went left, dog. But those people in that particular scenario are sitting back and chilling and laughing right now. You know what I'm saying? They laughing at this situation. Us as black people, we're definitely going to look at it differently because we're some aggressive people. Black people are some aggressive people, and we do some dumb shit sometime in response to non-physical energy. That was non-physical. That was verbal shit. But listen, I always tell people this all the time. The tongue is the sword to life and death. The tongue, y'all. The tongue is the sword to life and death. People get their life taken for saying slick shit. I knew where Knockout was coming from. I totally understand where Knockout is coming from with some slick shit. I get it. Some dudes will not give you the pass when you're talking about their girl. It don't matter if you was joking. It's according to the maturity level of that individual. Some males would just snap on your ass, and it's getting physical. It went from non-physical to physical quick. Some cats, maturity-wise, they've been there, done that. They say, bro, stop playing. Don't ever say some shit out your mouth like that again. Let that shit go. We good? All right. Let's keep it right there. I'm not repeating myself. Some people talk it out, but some cats will be on your ass, man. They have to put hands on you, and then you're like, dude, Why get so physical, dude? You talking that shit, right? Not about my girl, man. You can talk shit all you want about everything else, but don't talk about my girl. You understand that? It's called boundaries. Alexander on deck, what's good with it? I would say that Chris Rock ate it. Will got to work on his follow through. Nah, bro. Check this out. I disagree, Alexander. I disagree. Will Smith slapped him just enough so Chris Rock wouldn't hit the motherfucking floor. Will Smith, look at the thumbnail. Will Smith followed through, Alexander. What are you talking about? Look at the extension on the motherfucking arm, Alexander. Come on now. He followed through with the slap. Snack him, kept his eyes on him to see if Chris Rock was going to come back with a punch so he can pivot and slap him with the motherfucking left, dog. Look at his eyes. Dude is looking over his shoulder like, clack, follow through, fingers extended, hand extended. That is absolutely a follow through, bro. But he reserved full intensity. Like he didn't put full effort and strength into that slap. This is TV slap, y'all. This is TV slap, bro. Come on, Alexander. You don't see the extension of his arm? That shit is straight. Look at Chris Rock's face. Will Smith is looking at that man like, that's Philly right there. Will been in some fights. Even though he did some suck ass shit right here, Will been in some fights. Look at it. His eyes are still on the target. He wants to see the expression of Chris Rock, and he wants to see if Chris Rock is going to respond with something. I think the shit was staged, but battle picking is chump shit. Whole world been clowning Will and Jada for a few years now. Don't take it out on punk ass comedian. Why Chris Rock got to be a punk? What is that about there, Mitch? What Chris Rock, I like Chris Rock as a comedian. He's one of the best out there, bro. Real talk. Hey man, drop your address in the hey King Mitch. Drop your address. I'm about to send you a care package with some shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I gotta send you some Calgon and shit. I gotta send you some damn calming, some downers. You know, I gotta get some doctors to donate. Mitch coming here, all guns are blazing, goddammit. I gotta send you some sliced kiwi fruit. we have to send him some damn herbal tea. He coming here hyped up. He called Chris Rock a punk ass comedian. Damn. August was in the picture with Jada and his kids. That's what I'm saying, Pete. Does it get any worse than that? August was in the picture with your kids and your wife. And you slap Chris Rock for talking about a fucking haircut? Now all of a sudden alopecia is like halitosis? Come on, bro. Man, no one knew what the fuck it was, but people can know. Look, what's going to affect you more? What's going to affect you more? People knowing you got halitosis and you up there, hey, come here. Yeah, I just want. Why are you talking like that? And bro, step back a little bit. Step back. You're tripping. Damn. It's already out in the media. You got halitosis. Chill. And a lot of people don't know what alopecia is. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves. People don't know what alopecia. A lot of people don't know what alopecia is. That damn $7 word. Chris Rock attempted to use the Philly shell after the smack. I don't know what Alexander up here talking about. He need to work on his fall through. Look at the extension on his arm, dog. That's Philly, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, Alexander. He followed through the shoulder. Look at the shoulder. His chin is right there, you know, right by his right shoulder. He's looking at his target. He see the impact was made. The data is given. The expression of Chris Rock. He collects the data. And Chris Rock didn't look like he was going to return any fire. So Will Smith goddamn buttoned up his jacket when he was walking off. Chris Rock held his face out for that slap. No, man, he wasn't even prepared for that shit, dog. And give it up to Chris Rock for taking that shit, dog. He didn't fall to the ground. If Chris Rock would have hit the floor, we talking about a whole nother situation on the backlash Will would have got. Since Chris Rock stood up, they look at it as like Hollywood slap. They look at it as if it wasn't too street. He didn't go up there and try to embarrass the man. Because if Will Smith really wanted to try to flatline Chris Rock and stretch him out, he would have closed his fist. A punch, believe it or not, look, the separation of perception with a slap and a punch is tremendous, y'all. Incredibly different. If Will Smith would have went up there and punched Chris Rock and his face started swelling up on live broadcast, man, he couldn't even get home. It would have been people. I mean, you want to talk about crucifying? They would have crucified the fuck out of Will Smith. But since he slapped Chris Rock, that is just one of those actions that people look at like, oh, that's not even that bad. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, stop fucking with my family, okay? I came up here to wake your fucking ass up. Stop being reckless with your shit. And he just open hand slapped him. But if he would have punched Rock and his shit started to swell or even knocked him to the ground, Will Smith is on the cross, bro. That shit's burning. Chris Kane on deck. I see you, bro. Then the Oscars was produced by a black man, and black man and on national television, we got to stick together and stop giving other races to say we always act like animals. I understand where you're coming from, Christina. Shout out to Christina on deck. It was produced by a black man. Absolutely. It was. I feel bad for the brother a bit because it's a lot of people that don't even know that unless you've listened to all the podcasts and all the media that's been out here talking about this. It's unfortunate. Like I said before, y'all may not be analytically concerned about what I'm telling you about the data that I'm looking at this shit. I say that Will gave him a Hollywood slap. It wasn't as hard as it could be, but he open hand slapped him for a reason. Open hand slapping, no swelling, not as intense as knuckles hitting your face. The palm of your hand is a lot softer to a point than bone on bone. You're talking about knuckles to cheeks. Knuckles to cheeks could change this whole entire situation. And Will would have been on the cross. The media would have had this motherfucker on the cross, dog. If Chris Rock would have hit the floor from a punch to the face and could not continue, Will Smith is done for a minute. But since he went up there and he just slapped him, a lot of people, especially men, find that a bit more harmless and more so attention gainer to say, stop fucking with my wife, bro. True comedians can't even say a joke. Listen, the censorship with comedians has become, insane. And fucking insane with the censorship for comedians. You can't make gay jokes no more. You can't make shit that used to be across the board. Comedians was able to give you that energy, to give you their set. But you have to be careful about what you're doing with this. If they make a joke about, look, Tyler Perry, for instance, Tyler Perry is did the Beyonce shit that's making this rounds again. And people always said that he may be, either bi, homosexual, whatever. That's the accusations they've been making about Tyler Perry. But let somebody go up here, a comedian, and Tyler Perry is in the audience and they start cracking jokes on Tyler Perry, doing that Beyonce shit and Madea, and you might want to just let us know right now what you're really thinking and shit like that. Talking about Tyler Perry's other side. Tyler Perry's going straight to get on the phone. You know what Monique tell him? Monique told him to suck a dick. And you see, Monique has been off screen for a while. Comedians used to have one of the better jobs. They can get on stage and talk their shit. But now it's all about who you talking shit about and what that shit is in detailing. Oh, you can't talk about this. Leave the LGBT community alone. This, that, and the other. A joke is a joke, man. Now they just want you to talk about simple shit. Going to Starbucks and what you do on an everyday basis. You know, what you order. You know, how the food tastes. What you seen when you was driving down the street. How funny this person looked. You can't even really get into the personal shit and creating scenario-based jokes because people get fucking offended. Y'all only think it was real because Will screamed out, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." No, I looked at the whole mannerisms of Will Smith slapping him. You know what I'm saying? I look, this is not WWE. This is the Oscars. This ain't NXT. This is not combat sports, bro. This is not a sparring session. Will Smith, all you have to do is check out the video, bro. Look how he leans. Look, if you can't get a true understanding of
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
So I guess the follow through, the way he went up there and how quick he slapped Chris Rock, I guess it was Casper the Friendly Ghost in between that. It's some little Photoshop going on. He had intentions, man. He had intentions, dog. That was a Hollywood slap. He meant to connect there, Mitch. DBMH was good with it. Salute WCS. Salute to you, brother. Christina said, me and coworker got into it on a hospital floor. What was that about, though? I pulled her to the side and told her what I'm not tolerating and why we was at work. See, in a lot of ways, women can be the women can speak that peace sometime. You know what I'm saying, with one another. Because I'm gonna be honest. You know, people be quick to say that shit is out of line. Two women's fighting. Even women themselves will think about, you know, we need to process this a little bit better. You know, we need to talk about this, that, and the other. And then, of course, most of the time it involves pulling a hair if it gets into a physical altercation. Women ain't trying to do that shit. Women ain't trying to have all that. They go in there to dress a certain way. They look nice. They ain't trying to go up here and fight another woman over some shit. So they more inclined to have a conversation. They're more inclined to have a sensible meeting. But us as men, those who are alphas, you know, it all depends. Some verbal shit can get physical real quick. Or, you know, you have the maturity aspect. You have those, I would say, you know, those who train martial arts or whatever the case may be, they're not going to be so impulsive where the first thing for them is to escalate. No, the first thing for them is to de-escalate. De-escalate. I'm just going to de-escalate. I would de-escalate. All right, cool. De-escalate. Don't add fuel to the fire. Don't really aggravate it. De-escalate. And try to come to a calm median and walk the fuck away. Women are definitely better than that than men. But I'll say this, if Jada would have walked up there and slapped Chris Rock, people wouldn't have put too much emphasis as far as her being ghetto, mean black woman and none of that shit. No, they would have been like, okay, Chris Rock, he said what he said, and Jada came over there and let him know, like, stop it. Now, she would have received criticism, but not to the extent of Will, because the reason why Will is receiving the amount of crucifying and vilification is what he said after the slap. If Will would have just went back and sat down and let Chris Rock continue to rock, people wouldn't put too much emphasis on it. They would have been like Mitch. Was it staged? Was it not? Was it staged? Who think that shit was staged? Put a 16 in the chat if you think it was staged. Put a 13 in the chat. I'm just saying, the shit wasn't staged, bro. But since he went back there and started, fuck this, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That right there, they say, oh man, Will Smith, he losing his fucking mind, dog. Bruce Gas on deck, man. What it do, OG? What's good? But after the clock, I'll be waiting. Damn, Christine, I'm up here speaking, goddamn, that you come in peace, but yet you plotting. Why talk to somebody, pull up to the side, and you say, the reason why I'm talking to you is that I'm letting you know, once our shift in, you know what it is. that ain't peace. For real, that ain't peace, dog. Once we in this shift, you know what it is, okay? What you mean, you know? I see you in the parking lot. It's on and popping right there. You know what I'm saying? It's premeditated now. Tupac on deck. What's good? Salute, champ. Salute to you, bro. That's Philly, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Will Smith went up there and slapped Chris Rock, man. That was a Hollywood slap. That was a Philly slap. He's looking at Chris Rock. His arm and fingers are extended. I don't know how difficult it is to see this shit. His entire palm and hand is extended. Good form. Good form. Medium tap. Medium tap. Just to wake up. That's that wake up tap. You could say Chris Rock wasn't expecting that shit. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at Chris Rock's face. He felt that shit. It was a medium type slap. Now, like I said before, the separation of crucifixion would have been if Will Smith balled his hand up and punched Chris. If he would have punched him, we're talking about blacklisting. He would have punched him. Chris probably wouldn't have took it as well, and he could have dropped to the floor. That's a whole nother level of embarrassment, man. It's over. Scripted? I don't think so. What? Man, you know what? They talk about this all the time on how simulated we are as human beings now. People are now seeing shit play out, and just because it's social media, they believe everything is scripted. Now, TikTok, yeah, a lot of that shit is scripted. IG, yeah. But now we're simulating your brain is there for a reason. People are gauging a situation. They know fucking well that somebody just got slapped. Blah! And now they're trying to process it if it was real or fake. Wow, that is amazing, y'all. That is amazing. We're in a real time situation, and you see what happens, and you have people still processing that. This is fake. I guess the only thing is real is when a bullet's flying. Goddammit, that's what I think. It was because I got a higher position than her, and I'm younger than her. Oh, that could do it. That could do it. That can definitely do it, especially when it comes to women. Especially when it comes to looks or something like that, in that nature. Women have a different list they go by. You know what I'm saying? Willie Lowe in the building. What's good, brother? What up, brother? Speak that heat. What's good with it, Willie? Appreciate you pulling up, big dog. Tony Boswell on deck. Good morning, World Combat Sports in the chat. Stop in and show support and hit the like button. Salute. Salute to you, my brother. Salute with it. Working and listening, no doubt. Will slap hit so hard, he said documentary instead of Grammy. It was real, fam. It was real. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Willie. That shit was real, dog. His whole motherfucking hand is fully extended. He followed through with that shit. Much respect, Tupac. Oh, he slapped the shit out of Chris. He did, man. Do you think Will knew he wouldn't be expecting it? Been on stage, man. Come on now. Like, so let's look at it this way. How many other times have you seen an incident play out like this, where you talking about you're live in front of millions and violence takes place? That's not what the Oscars is about. That's not what they're trying to portray to their people. They're not trying to have people think that this is the Source Awards. Man, come on, y'all. They're not trying to goddamn think, oh, Suge in this motherfucker? Okay, cool. God damn. Nas? Tupac? Okay, cool. No, that's not the image that the Oscars is trying to give us, bro. Now, does some shit like this happen at formal events that white people are a part of? Yes, it does. It can be for many things. Seriously, it can be for many things. Mexicans, Hispanics, whatever. It can be for many things. Blacks, it can be for many things. Yes. But to slap a man on live television all because he's doing his job as a professional and a legendary comedian, I felt there was some sucker ass shit that Will did. I'm just being honest. And then you have to think about your job. If Chris Rock reports this or sue, he's not going to be able to host that position anymore, because now he's taking legal action out on the very platform which is paying him. And that's a big platform, the Oscars. You got to know what the fuck you're doing. And then you have the blacks, his people that he has to deal with. They're saying, man, that's another black man. Y'all could have talked this out. Okay, if you're going to say that Chris Rock could have talked this out instead of filing paperwork, then you could have said the same thing about Will Smith before he walked in front of the camera, in front of millions, and slapped the man. It's so many areas that you can dilute this shit with, because people are going to look at him defending Jada. You know what I'm saying? People are going to look at a man holding another man accountable for talking reckless about his girl. You know what I'm saying? Protection. I mean, it's a lot of ways that people are going to sugar down what Will Smith was able to do. I mean, walk on stage and slap Chris Rock like he did. But I look at it like it makes black people look bad on a formal setting, on a big platform like the Oscars. It makes us look bad. Imagine how we looked when Kanye went up there with Taylor Swift, bro. That looked bad. You know what I'm saying? That looked incredibly bad, because, you know, the first thing they want to put into the forefront is mental illness. Is Will Smith mentally healthy? So don't be shocked if some mental shit come out about Will Smith, so people can automatically switch the damn fire to motherfucking, fanning him down. You okay? Bring the coconut oil on here so we can, massage him. He's stressed. It's mental illness. That's what we thought, Will. That's what we thought, Will. We thought it was something dealing with mental illness. Now they start showing sympathy. You know what I'm saying? It's mental illness. That's why he had an outburst. Let's love on Will. Let's nurse him back to health. The dude was crying out there when Denzel was talking to him now. Oh, nobody would have ever thought something like this would have happened. I knew it wasn't set up. Will was in the wrong for doing him like that. Comedy is being canceled also. Yeah, comedy is on a whole nother level of censorship, unfortunately, because a big part of comedy skits is all topics. Whether it be heterosexual relationships, homosexual relationships, situations that you run into on an everyday basis, on how people react. people would say, "Oh, this is how my guy will act, this, that, and then this is how this guy will act because he's this, homosexual." They'll do all the theatrics. No, people get offended by that now. You have people goddamn writing letters in the comment box. Let me drop that in the comment box. I didn't like this show at all. He spent a total of 1 minute and 3 seconds talking about the LGBTQ community. I don't like that shit. I'm down. Comedy has changed, bro. You can't talk about politics the way it used to be. That's one thing Chris Rock was very big on. Including his comedy stand-up was politics. People want to feel some type of way about politics, social media platforms canceling and taking away accounts and shit, man. It's just wild right now, dog. But yet, when you look on TV, you know what you see. I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into that shit. But every time you look on TV now, what you see. It was a joke, fam. But comedy is being canceled slowly but surely. They're restricting their set. They're restricting what they can say to the general public. You know what I'm saying? Why David Chappelle left the way he did? Because he felt that they was trying to get him to go to the darker side, of Hollywood to make it to the bigger stage, and he wasn't willing to sell his soul like that. So he had to disappear. You know what I'm saying? David Chappelle has kept it all the way real. And then the time he was gone, people was calling him crazy. You know what I'm saying? They love calling black people crazy and shit. They love, I always tell people like to get us to react, they love it. I went through a situation like that where someone purposely did that shit while I was in the to get a result. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was outspoken to a point, and they said some shit, and it wasn't physical. I just responded verbally, in a way that, yeah, it was articulated a certain way, but they try to say the tone and my words. I always look at it like this: if someone's not using obscenities, but they are addressing you in a manner for which you can understand fucking English, it shouldn't be no discrepancy in. You shouldn't sit up here and punish them. Oh, he said that too well. He did this, that, and the other. No. My people have to understand there's people out here that's going to absolutely provoke a situation because they feel that we're impulsive, aggressive beings. And it's certain words that ignite us. You know what I'm saying? And according to where you at, you need to think about some things before you get impulsive now. Just like the N-word. Down here in the South, you got people that'll say the N-word, very low, so only you can hear the shit. But that's called P&T, provoking and telling. They provoke, and then some people get the shit slapped out of them. Then they want to call 911 and tell, and then you up here getting arrested and taken to jail, all because they said the N-word. And you're not educating yourself to know that the N-word is only bloviated to a certain point with certain people. Like, according to who come on the scene and take the report, they'll say, oh, they call you an N-word. Did they ever hit you? No, but they call you the N-word, huh? Some people take that and say, you know what, you shouldn't call them the N-word. That's fucked up. And then on the other mindset of someone's psychological maturity, they'll be like, they didn't hit you, but they called me the N-word. They was being racist. They didn't hit you though. Put your hands behind your back. You're going down for assault. You know what I'm saying? That happens, especially down in the South. Dave Chappelle said it himself best. His own followers are the ones canceling him. The people who he thought should understand him the most. Damn, that's deep right there. Isn't that usually the one? That's why, I tell people it's difficult for some people to walk in life with a small circle of individuals they consider to be friends. You feel me? Some people need a whole entire group of individuals to push them through life. And then you trust them so much, those same group of individuals that have been pushing you through life have gotten you to the edge, and they go ahead and push you off that cliff. I will always suggest to people to have your circle as small as possible, because that's less accountability for you. That's less that we have to do. That Hollywood circle that's up there with, Chris Rock and Will Smith and all them. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to see each other at different events. I'm waiting to see if Will Smith comes out and apologizes to Chris Rock publicly. Fuck all that private shit. You slap the man in public, apologize to him in public. Don't do all this. Oh, the word has broken that Will Smith has apologized to Chris Rock. This is what his apology. And then they give a big long apology. You should do that shit publicly. Go on IG and publicly apologize. They're always making everybody else apologize publicly. Apologize to motherfucking Chris Rock. Because you slapped that man. He got family too. He got kids out there. He has peers, constituents. Not only that, certain people that really didn't know who Chris Rock was, now they finding out about it. Young cats, teenagers, they finding out who Chris Rock was. All because of a slap. It's a lot of motherfuckers didn't know what he did. They weren't giving a fuck about Chris Rock. Oh, who is this guy hosting the Oscars? Why did he get slapped? Was he a hip hop artist back in the day? What did he do? Will Smith on some dumb shit, man. Apologize to that man. Trick Nolte, what's good, bro? Dave Chappelle said his stand-up special, it was deep, and they laughed it off. And he said, see, it's all a joke till it happened to you. That's some deep shit, man. Look, David Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians, dog. Chris Rock is one of my favorite comedians. Why? Because they're able to include some serious shit on their set and still make people crack a laugh. Chris Rock was good at this shit, bro. Great at that shit. David Chappelle, man, come on, dog. David Chappelle's stand-up is unfucking believable. Real talk. When you can include serious shit into stuff, just like Tony just put in there, and he's quoting David, and make people think, like you're educating them in the process of doing your set and making people stay engaged. Engagement is everything. When you keep people engaged on your set on some serious shit and you educating them in the process of making them laugh, man, you the motherfucking GOAT, dog. You are the GOAT. That belittled Chris Rock. Watch. I got to give my boy Marcus Ohio Run Boxing, man. Shout out to Marcus, but I got to play his clip. Man. Well, I put the chat. I put the link in the chat too earlier. But let me play Marcus Ohio Run Boxing, man. Shout out to Marcus. Man, he be on his motherfucking meme shit, dog. Check out what he put out.
Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm just saying, that was hilarious, dog. Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing, man. That shit right there. Oh, it was hilarious, man. With this is combat sports. So I just had to save that. So I actually later on, you know what I'm saying? But once again, that was Ohio Run Boxing clip, man. It's crazy. That shit was funny, dog. And I fuck with Bud Crawford heavy, man. That shit right there, I think, I'm serious. That shit right there is gonna go viral too with Ohio Run Boxing. That shit right there, when it comes to boxing, I think a lot of people already have shared it with Terrence Crawford going up there and doing what he did. But if it haven't went viral, I'll just
Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Richard.
I don't want people getting all upset and butt hurt, man. But anyway, let's see how this plays out, man. I'm multitasking as we speak, trying to find out, if anything else just came out about this situation. I'm trying to check out some articles, and see what they talking about. A feud between Chris Rock and Will Smith. Will Smith has history. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So let's get down to it. Let me go to this article. Yahoo is saying it has history. So let me read this before I jump to conclusions. They say this shit has history. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? Okay, the Oscar night feud between Chris Rock and Will Smith has history. Let's do tell. Do tell. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face Sunday night on stage. The nightclub style seating and this year's stage design may have been created with social distancing in mind, but it also put Will Smith and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith within an easy striking distance when Rock made a joke at Pinkett Smith's expense. Okay, we already know that. They talk about how Smith took to the stage and struck Rock with the open palm. Okay, like I said, I told you. I explained the difference between a fist and open palm. Open palms still leave a bit of harmlessness in between that. Even though it's disrespectful and humiliating, open palm has that perception, just like it's saying in here. Open palm returned to his seat and said loudly, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." Rock Smith and Pinkett Smith do have some history. Rock appeared on an episode of Smith's sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, in 1995 and was a voice actor along Pinkett Smith in 3 animated Madagascar films. More recently, however, Rock has used Pinkett Smith as a punchline before at the Academy Awards. In 2016, for the second year in a row, all 20 acting nominees were white. Smith, already a 2-time nominee for Ali and Pursuit of Happiness, was not nominated for his role in the sports drama Concussion. Pinkett Smith publicly declared that she was boycotting the Oscars and would not attend. In a video announcing her decision, she addressed Rock, already announced as that year's host, saying, "Hey Chris, I won't be at the Academy Awards and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend." In this opening monologue, Rock addressed the controversy of a second year of Oscar so white in a part by saying, "What happened this year? What happened? People went mad. Spike got mad. Sharpton got mad. Jada went mad." See that slight, you know what I'm saying? That slight tongue latching that Chris Rock, very slick with the tongue. People went mad. Spike got mad. Sharpton got mad. Jada went mad. And Will went mad. Everybody went mad. It's quite like Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, isn't she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Once again, Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Rock continued. Jada's mad her man Will was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell you the truth, I get it. You get mad, said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. You're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay? See the sleight of tongue. He doing what a comedian does. You know what I'm saying? He probably felt that Wild Wild West was trash, but Will Smith still was paid 20 million. So there's a history. And you know what? I haven't even paid attention to this type of history close, with them. But now it all makes sense as to why Will Smith did what he did. And this brings a whole entire different look to the action for which Will Smith carried out against Chris Rock. It goes on to say when Rock took to the Oscar stage on Sunday night to present the Best Documentary Feature award to Summer of Soul, the comedian perhaps knew he might spark some tension by joking about Smith and Pinkett Smith. It probably didn't help that the couple had been the butt of a joke early in the night when co-host and single woman Regina Hall was attempting to get single men on stage. She said to Smith, who has spoken out about a period of non-monogamy in his relationship with his wife, "You're married, but you know what? You're on the list, and it looks like Jada approved you. So you get up on here." This year's chaotic show was turned on its head when about an hour after he slapped Rock, Smith won the lead actor Oscar for the role in King Richard, in which he plays Richard Williams, father of tennis star Venus Serena Williams, which was a good movie. Real talk, it was good. Now, Richard Williams was fierce defender of his family. Okay, it's talking about the movie. Now I know to do what we do. You got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you, and you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. Crying and standing on stage for more than 5 minutes, Smith added that the night's events was another example of art imitating life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things. Los Angeles police said Sunday night that Rock declined to file a complaint against Smith. See, there you go. There you go. That sums up a lot of shit right there. And I totally forgot about. I didn't forget about that when there was no black nominees. I didn't forget. I still remember that vividly. But I did forget about the comments that Chris Rock had made, because Jada was trying to tell Chris Rock to boycott, to protest, not to do it. And that man has to eat. For black people, we're put in that situation sometimes where people say, "Oh, fuck that. They're not fucking with black people." Well, guess what? It might be a stint where that may be the case. But now you had a black man that was producing the Oscars, and then you have this shit go down. I can't imagine what the next Oscars is going to be. And also, Will Smith made a very valid point. He said, now I look like Richard Williams. I look like the crazy father. He did. And his kids had nothing to do with it, though. Totally different situation and scenario. But it's the whole point that Will sat down. If Will would have sat down and chilled and kept his mouth shut, people wouldn't have taken it serious. They would have said, "Oh, it was fake. It was scripted. It was just, a publicity stunt." But when he yelled out and the inflection of his voice said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," twice, that made him look goddamn delirious. That made him look crazy as fuck, dog. It almost made him look like he was having a nervous breakdown, bro. Like he had some dark shit on his mind. And we know in the Smith family, I'm not gonna lie to you, they had some very weird, crazy, strange, idiosyncratic type shit happen in their family, bro, for a while now. But once again, he did not even file a report. He didn't file a report. Because if he filed a report, then it's going to be like, okay, well, you're not valuing your position. You did crack the joke. Now you get mad because somebody responded. Both, they're gonna try to put wrong on both sides. That's what they do. They're gonna try to mediate it as like, oh, you was wrong too, Chris Rock. It may not be to the percentage of Will Smith, but you was wrong too. But in fact, Will Smith was 99% wrong. I don't give a fuck if they got a history or not. If you knew Chris Rock was going to be hosting the motherfucking Oscars and you have a history with this man, and he talking about you and Will has gone mad, and you have this built up resentment that you just can't wait. Well, guess what? You went up there and slapped him, and now Chris Rock should have slapped you back off camera. But he ain't like that, I don't think. He ain't a D.L. Hughley. He ain't a motherfucking Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have slapped no Steve Harvey and got away with that shit. I doubt he would have walked up to Dave Chappelle and did some shit like that. Let me see what else I can find out here, bro. That was a damn good article from Yahoo, man. And I heard that Will and Jada went to an after party. So let me see what this has to do. They say Will Smith attends Vanity Fair Oscars party with family after Chris Rock slap, danced to getting jiggy with it. I need for y'all, I'm gonna share this. I need for y'all to see how much he's caring about this. So here's an article update. Will Smith in an after party say video has resurfaced, gone viral. Will rapping along to his 1998 hit. Onlookers all had their phones up recording the moment in what was a complicated night for the actor singer who shot to stardom in the 90s on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So let's see what they're talking about. Getting jiggy with it. Y'all youngins don't know nothing about that. That used to be a hit song, believe it or not. Today, it might seem like, What Jay that? Pan the camera over there to the corner behind the curtain. What Jay that? Where's she at? She probably over there hanging with Neo. Okay, enough of this. This is went viral incredibly. Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Okay, let me see. Okay, the slap. It's not too much going on. But let me get up out of here. I just want to give y'all a different take on what's out here in the media with this shit. I understand, but Will publicly shamed him. I think at the level of acting, Oscars and Emmys, Will should have handled it differently. Seems he did this for pride. Let's not forget Mrs. Smith had an affair. As it's coming to light with this article, man, which I totally forgot. We have to look back when it wasn't any blacks nominated. It was a big deal back then. That article that I just Red, let me go and put the link in the chat of this article, because it highlights the history that pretty much stems from Will Smith's carrying out this physical action on stage. Real talk. Yeah, you definitely have to go around and damn do your research. He called it love. I don't know, man. When it comes to us men, I tell people all the time, and women don't take this wrong, but I always say this. I say money isn't the root of all evil. Women are. And the reason why I say women are is not such in a bad way. It's just women have so much power that women can get money. Women can have men go get money. Women can get their own money by whichever means they feel like they can get that money. You know what I'm saying? Women can manipulate another man to lie on that man to get one to hurt or harm the other. Women can have that. All they have to do is say, oh, he whooped my ass, he beat my ass. Women have the entire structure as a human being of power. And when Will Smith talking about love will make you do, I can't say he don't love Jada. I don't know. I done heard so many weird, strange things about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just too deep for me to go into. I've heard so much strange shit about that family, but about the marriage. Seriously, man. Like you talking about love, man. Come on, you even went on the red table, Will, and I was questioning some shit. Look, no way, no how Scotty would have went to the red table to talk with my ex about some shit. I ain't talking about nothing. We ain't going out here to discuss no red table and my daughter's in the room. What the fuck is going on with y'all? I just feel, man, love. I don't know if it has anything to do with love, man. Y'all become Holly weird for real. And I will have to get that shit back in a different way. I was like, damn, I'll have to see you at the after party, bro. While everybody was filming, I would have had to walk up there. I'd be like, oh, we gonna talk about this, or you just gonna think we gonna ride off into the sunset and that's it? Like, you slapped me on live television, bro. I know we got a history together. I know you probably still filming and mad about shit that happened back in the day. And I kind of put you and Jada out there is gone mad and all this other shit, not protesting and all this. But when we do get the award, the night that's supposed to be Will Smith's special moment for him playing Serena and Venus Williams' father, Richard Williams, on a movie that was damn good, he blows it. I don't want to listen to no jiggy with it. I don't want to see a motherfucker out here that his wife was complaining about black people not getting a nominee before, but then he go up there and tarnish the whole night. And you think white people ain't looking at you like they sitting back there saying, oh God. They looking at you like, God damn, man. Couldn't y'all have talked about this shit off camera? It makes us look fucking bad, dog. Real bad. We got to learn how to communicate better. People get killed for shit like that. It's some people out here that wouldn't let it go. You put hands on somebody like that, especially a slap. Some people try to downplay it. Like, I try to separate the severity of a closed fist and an open palm slap. It is a separation of severity in that. But to the person that received it, it may be all the same. Whether it's a slap or a punch, it's all the same. You struck me. Red on deck. What's good? He said, Will insecure for Jada. I'm gonna put it like this, man. Oh man, it's just too much going on with that thing, man. D-Ray Promotion. I think shout out to D-Ray Promotions on deck. She has broke down mentally to publicly come out and tell why and who she slept with in front of the world. To me, she has no respect for him. I agree with that. I can't disagree with that, man. D-Ray said bad marriage. It's on the dark side. Real talk. It's on the bad side. Red said white folks don't act this foolish. If they did, would have been burned to ash live on TV. I have to look that dude up. What you're talking about? I don't know who that is, but god damn it, I'm all about research. So let me look him up because I may know him by face. Okay. He did a parody already of Will Smith. Let me see what he's talking about. He did a parody already. And she got alopecia. So not a happy home life. Let me see what they talking about. So he's making light of alopecia. And alopecia is really like a harmless type of condition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you lose hair or what have you. But people gonna look at that like, really, does it mean violence, bro? Because, you know, it's out there that Jada Smith has alopecia, but yet he gonna compare it to G.I. Jane, both of them having somewhat shaved head, but you know, the actress, she shaved her head for the movie. Jada, she has alopecia. Now you're trying to bloviate alopecia into being this extreme term, you know what I'm saying, that breaks people down and call them to become depressed. Fuck all that. Fuck all that, dog. But Red Rabbit, um, white people do have their moments of being foolish. Let's be honest, they do. Let's not even sit up here and try to smooth that over. All we have to do is go back to when the comedian was dumped on his head. He jumped up there and the guy dumped him. And he ended up losing multiple teeth, fracturing his jaw. It's been moments on stage where they had their moments. For real. Come on now. You can't just say all white people, you know, don't act foolish like that. Absolutely. We're human beings, dog. Oh yeah, we also had some summertime. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know, I had plenty of dates that I took down to the park, man, and I was bumping summertime. Motherfucking sun was out. That shit was on point. Oh man, shout out to the old times. Enough of that. I ain't trying to goddamn start going back to the yesteryears and shit. Check out Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes. Yeah, I seen it. My cousin had alopecia, got a prescription. His hair grew back in that one area. That's what's up, man. Hair is important for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Hair is very important, especially to black women. To black women, hair is extremely important. But in this particular scenario, you know, Will Smith, I don't even think he really gave a damn about alopecia. They're millionaires. They're millionaires. So you can't tell me if alopecia is curable or you can take something for it. A prescription haven't been written for Jada so her hair can start growing back. Come on now. Jada's not that much older than me. If that's the case, let me see. Let me see how old Jada Pinkett Smith is. I'm older than Jada. She's 50. You know, I'm older than Jada. But anyway, I like the old Jada. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the Tupac deal with this type of Jada. I don't know. But something ain't right. Something ain't right, shawty, for real. When a man slap another man, you usually feel you're superior to the other. He wouldn't have slapped someone he felt was stronger. True. Hey, Pete. And he wouldn't have slapped someone that felt that he would have returned. He would have got that return physicality somewhere else at a different place, a different location. You know what I'm saying? He probably felt like Chris Rock wasn't that dude, and he talk a lot of shit, but he ain't gonna do shit. So, let's not forget that Will Smith is from Philly, and they get down different in some cases. Well, if he would have slapped a different type of individual that was much more aggressive, this would have put black folks in a whole different detention when it came to the Oscars. They would have put us on the list, bro, like it was when Jada was protesting. They would have put us on the list, man. I mean, look, you have to understand, if you was protesting and then now you see black people at the Oscars and they're seated in a certain position. They have Will Smith up front. He's getting an award. The same guy whose wife was protesting the shit. And you take that time to get your ass up and walk up there and slap the motherfucking host. Oh my God. My people, my people, my people. I swear to God. If you was protesting because the color was absent, and now that you're sitting in the very place that you was protesting, not only sitting there, not in attendance, not just in attendance, but you're receiving an award, and you fuck off on live broadcast and go up there. I'm starting to think that Will Smith did that shit purposely. He just couldn't wait because he didn't give a fuck. I'm starting to talk about this topic too much, because the more I talk about it, the more I might feel that Will Smith had no problem trying to sabotage the Oscars. Seriously, I seriously, the more I think about it, he may felt that he should have got the award back then, and he was gonna sabotage the motherfucking Oscars, dog. It's selfish. It's absolutely selfish. But Will Smith might be at the point right now, like, I don't give a fuck. Who is Chris Rock? I'm not slapping nobody important. He might feel that Chris Rock is unimportant. He's a non-factor. So him walking up in there, his heart probably wasn't beating as much as it should. He probably would have been more so in a Mike Tyson calmness, when he on that toad, and slap motherfucking Chris Rock. And he probably, after the Oscars said, man, I ain't worrying about that nigga. He ain't gonna do shit. I don't give a fuck about Chris. I bet he won't talk no more shit about us. I think he is. I think Chris Rock is definitely, when he has time to process this shit and package it, right? I think Will Smith has crossed the line with a voice like Chris Rock, and he's going to be the target of criticism for a while coming from that. Will Smith is going to be the target of Chris Rock, bro. If Chris Rock don't come hard at Will Smith on this shit, look, this is the opportune time for Chris Rock to go home and write some content and just go all in on goddamn Will and Jada. Go all in on that motherfucker. And that shit'll go viral, dog. He shouldn't let this shit slide, bro. Fuck that. Chris made a movie about how important hair is. Was this recent? Did Chris make that movie recently? Chris made a movie about how important hair is. Like, okay, enlighten me, man. I'm curious there, Red. Enlighten me on the movie. How far would it have taken if Chris hit him back? Like, where we going? He wasn't thinking for himself or the room at that point. If he would have hit him back, it would have been all bad for blacks attending the Oscars, period. Because we all know they're individuals who vote and select these awards. So when it comes down to who receives them, and you have an all white cast, that's receiving this award, and you mad, blacks are mad, they want to protest. Well, guess what? When we are sitting there, I'm beginning to think that Will didn't give a fuck. He said, I should have got the award back then, but they fucked me over. So now that I'm getting the award, I'm going to make light of it in the worst way. But I seriously feel that he was thinking about himself. Of course, Jada. And he didn't really give a fuck what the Oscars think. I don't think he did. I think he didn't give a fuck about Chris Rock, obviously, because they have a history. I totally wasn't aware. Like, I totally forgot about all that shit. Let me talk about some boxing, man, right quick. I want to prepare my audience to the fact that I think the next month, man, you're going to see various live streams about Devin Haney's situation. And this is definitely another live, to be honest. This is something I was talking about freaking Chris Rock and Will Smith. But I want to talk about how bad the Devin Haney situation is. And since we're on black people, you know, and how we act out sometime, right? I look at this shit, the way the deal has come out for Devin Haney in a way that they're subliminally sending a message too. They are. They're sending a message to Team Haney that you're not gonna fuck with us like that. If you know boxing, understand what boxing's about, but don't sit up here behind the scenes and try to convince the people that, yeah, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the fight with Kambosos. We're trying to do this, and this. When in fact, that may be entirely true. But then you turn around and you overprice yourselves when you only have one strap that they have made to be the lowest appraisal out of the titles. And the WBC belt is still one of the most coveted straps to have. But it's been so much that's taken place with the WBC and Mauricio Sulaiman, you know, retitling the belt, you know what I'm saying? And recognizing Devin as a champ, you know, considering him to be he holds the Pride belt. Bro, if this ain't a message that was brewing in the forecast to see what we seeing now. Mauricio has been a willing participant in renaming this. He's been a primary role player in renaming the title and basically putting this shit out here to the media to get them to understand that the belt Devin has no value. But we all know that's not true. His belt does have significant value. But how fucked up is this 3-fight deal? It's extremely fucked up. It's fucked up when you initially looked at it because not only is Devin making lower money, a lower purse, but he has to run the gauntlet twice in Australia. He has to beat George Kambosos twice. Now, I'm not sitting up here. I'm not going to tell you, like I said yesterday, I'm not going to give you the negative aspect that it's impossible for him to come out of this clean, unscathed. For him to go over Australia and fight 2 fights and come out of there 2-0. But I have to put it out there that there's a lot more people out here that's going to have their hand in assuring that Devin Haney doesn't come out of there 2-0. It's too many people that we can even see or even imagine that's going to be involved with making sure Devin Haney doesn't make it out of this fight, these 2 fights in Australia. We're not even talking about the 3rd fight with Top Rank. No, we got to get past the 2 fights in Australia. This deal, this contractual agreement that is almost like retaliation is blasphemy, y'all. This motherfucker is blasphemy. To not only have someone fight for less money as if that's a big fucking deal. Because George Kambosos ain't shit. He's not even a superstar. He's not even a superstar because he beat Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos is still building up, but he's been such a clown in this entire fiasco and how he's handled himself as a professional. People are not feeling him. All he did was try to sit up here with the guidance of Luda Bella and Peter Khan, which, shout out, Peter Khan is cool people. He told me they was going for the most money. I can't be mad at Peter for. I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at Luda Bella for being in the game as long as he has, and saying, you know what, I have a fighter with the belts, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it. So at this point in time, Devin is not even at the middle. Like, you know how people say, oh, so-and-so is caught in the middle of all this shit. Devin is not in the middle of nothing. Devin is at the bottom. And he's going to have to fight himself in the first fight in Australia. He's going to fight himself out of that motherfucker and then fight himself again. With that, he's going to have to fight all the other shit that's floating around, all the damn shit that seems transparent, all the other shit that's out of his control. He's going to have to fight all these entities that he doesn't have any control over, but he's going to have to damn face them if he's presented with it. Those entities are the motherfucking referee, the judges, doctors, the hospitality over there in Australia, the security of his team, from his team, what he eats, what he drinks, staying healthy while he's over there in Australia, making sure somebody tests the food. I mean, it's so much. Unless you're going to have your own motherfucking chef, dog. Unless you're going to have your own chef over there and you're going to pay that chef the money to make sure Devin eats well over there. Okay, got it. But this contract, when you look at it, is damn near, when it's to the, when people are reading it and they're sitting up here comprehending this shit, it seems like it's damn near impossible for Devin Haney to come up out of this motherfucker to get the Lomachenko. It seems damn near impossible for him to leave Australia 2-0, y'all. And it's several people. It's so many people gonna be talking about this the whole week. I'm not, bro. Right side, what's good? It would be funny if Chris and Will made a movie together and turned this into A+. Hey, if they make a movie about it, they some smart individuals, for real. But I seriously doubt it. I think this is real genuine. I think this is real authenticated beef that they have, personal beef, and that's what it is. But you're gonna see various damn lives go up talking about the Devin Haney situation. I wish him the best going over there getting that shit done. But he's behind enemy lines, bro, with little ammo. With little ammo. The defense mechanisms, you can't defend against shit you really can't see. And I think that's gonna be a huge factor in him stepping in the ring and fighting not only George Kambosos, but fighting the referee, fighting the judges, fighting all the other collateral shit that goes with sabotage and corruption. That's what Devin Haney is going to be facing. That's what he's going to be facing, man. I hear people talking about George Kambosos calling Devin Haney a boy and shit like that, and how you don't call brothers. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that is a word that will ignite the impulsive response that you want from some people, right? It is a very disrespectful word. But in boxing, let's not just put it off on Kambosos saying that shit to Devin as if black and white fighters and Mexican fighters, they don't do the same shit. They say worse things than that. You know what I'm saying? Blacks will call blacks boy and goddamn be disrespectful. Shut your mouth, boy. Shut the fuck up, boy. You know what I'm saying? Just talking shit. Kambosos, yeah. Kambosos may feel some type of way. He may be that dude. He may not fuck with no blacks. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. But at the end of the day, he has to get in the ring and he has to damn back up all that boy shit he's talking, all that disrespect to my good little boy. I say that shit sometime myself, you know, when I'm trying to be a little bit facetious and all that. But, you know, him trying to belittle Devin Haney and bring him off his pedestal, that's all because, look, Kambosos is not living like the Haneys. So the only way that Kambosos can even connect with them right now is the fact that he's finally signed on to fight Haney, and now it goes with the disrespect. You're going to hear more and more start to come out from Kambosos. He already called his belt a trinket. He already said he's going to do away from Devin Haney for good. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. But guess what? Unless you just going to be this guy who stays at 135 your entire career, you're going to have to move up to 140 also. Your career doesn't stop down here at 135. You may indeed step in the ring with Teofimo Lopez at 140, and you're going to find out that he wasn't 100% that night. And remember, I told you that. But Kambosos, the way he fucking talking, this is one fighter. And yeah, UK champion. This is one fighter that you're giving all this love to, this negative love, all because you're not living their lifestyle. That's all that is. It's jealousy. Kambosos is jealous that he ain't making millions like Haney. So guess what? I'm going to tell you how vindictive, you know, Kambosos has been. It's because they wanted to make sure Devin didn't make shit off this fight. And it's absolutely an important fight with the titles involved. But they wanted to make sure that Devin didn't benefit off this fight when it comes to the monetary reward. You know what I'm saying? Like legacy, yes. But money too means a lot. Being compensated for this shit means a lot. But it becomes very vindictive in a way when George Kambosos forces Team Haney to come in and take lower money. And also, they stipulate a contract damn near impossible for him to complete this gauntlet. For him to get up out of Australia undefeated and then to come over here and face Lomachenko for the grand finale. Do you think he should have taken this risk? Absolutely. I mean, from what I understood, they was off the contract initially. But, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Lomachenko was given this type of contract. Now, if Lomachenko was given a rematch, I think Lomachenko or Kambosos, Lomachenko and Kambosos would have had a rematch clause that benefited both parties. You know, Lomachenko won, Kambosos will get a rematch. If Kambosos won, Lomachenko would get a rematch. That's what I think. But as far as the money issues, like I said, I don't like getting too involved in the money shit because we never know. But from what I'm hearing, you know, when Team Haney's allegedly pissed off and the Bella was like, you know, it was absurd, ridiculous, and preposterous, he was upset. So I can't imagine what Eddie Hearn counter offer was at that point in time that got him so upset. It may have been various of things, but something took it and popped the lid of Lou DiBella to the point where he took to the media to talk about the shit. So when Lomachenko went over there to Ukraine, guess what? And guess what? They probably said, "No, Lomachenko, stay over there. We're gonna teach Team Haney a lesson. We're gonna give him his first loss. We want Team Haney. We want Devin in the ring because we're gonna give him his first loss." You think that shit don't go down in boxing like that? He wants this fight so bad. Devin Haney said he'll fight on Jupiter. So on Jupiter, Kambosos looking at this like, we're gonna teach him a lesson. We're gonna make it seem like he's on Jupiter. Because the shit we're gonna put him through, he's gonna seem like he was on another planet. But if they can give Devin Haney his first loss, that's gonna be their saving grace, man. That's gonna be their overall reward to give Devin Haney his first fucking loss, dog. You want to talk about planning, premeditated shit, ill will? Yeah, this is what I see in this fight right here. Because if you look at how the shit is structured, it's damn near impossible for him to come up out of there 2-0. Now I can see if Devin had the equalizer, he had just enough. I mean, just enough power to have that equalizer that the power is there. We'll be talking about a whole nother situation. But since they believe that Devin doesn't have any power and he's just a boxer, they feel that one way or the other, they're going to get him up out of there. And look, he doesn't have a rematch. If Devin Haney loses, he doesn't have a rematch. So he definitely has to win this first fight. Be the first one to hand Kambosos his loss. And then you're a motherfucking king, dog. You're a motherfucking, you change this level. You level change right now. If you go over there and beat Kambosos twice in his backyard. Devin Haney popularity and notoriety exceed Teofimo Lopez if he does this shit. In my opinion. Because he would have all the belts, man. And that's something Teofimo wasn't even able to do. Because he didn't fight Devin Haney. He fought Kambosos as mandatory. He said, behind enemy lines with just a canteen, you are in trouble. If you behind enemy lines with just a canteen and that canteen ain't all the way full, you are in trouble. I'm taken by AK over to help protect Dev. Damn. Man, y'all been good, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I stopped by a little bit later for real. But man, y'all continue to stay close to this Jada Pinkett and Will Smith fiasco or whatever, Hollywood weird shit. And then, it's going to be motherfucking thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of live streams done on this contract. And it's going to be the talk of the town for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? When there's other fights out here now, let's not talk too much about it. Without giving love to my boy Ohio Run Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because he put it out there.
Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Man, y'all turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.